Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. Before we dive into this insane 8K benchmark, I want to share a little something with you. This video is the result of over 6 hours of my life spent meticulously configuring this old game. I had to manually set the correct resolution, figure out how to unlock the FPS, and push the graphical settings to their absolute limit just to get this benchmark running. It was a real challenge, but a rewarding one. My goal with this channel is to bring you unique and challenging benchmarks every day. I'm confident I can achieve my other goals, but there's one that's particularly difficult, reaching 1,000 subscribers. If you enjoyed this video, or if you appreciate the effort that went into it, please consider subscribing. It would mean the world to me and would be a massive step toward building this community. Now, let's get into the benchmark. Enjoy.
That's just fine with me! Yeah! No way anybody's still alive on that joint!
Wouldn't count on that if I was you! Any of you new guys feel like throwing up? Word of advice! Do it now!
3-week wonders. That's what we called the new guys. That's all the training they got, and it wasn't enough. It usually didn't last very long. No matter how much training you got or how strong you are, when you strap up and step on a battlefield for the first time, it changes you forever. Terror was just another strip of sand out in the middle of nowhere, but for many of us, it would be the last thing we ever saw.
Tommy! I'll see you on the beach!
maggot, puke, worm, and scumbag. Just a few of the names I was given by my beloved drill instructor in the summer of 1941. Before then, my biggest problem was delivering groceries and not breaking the eggs. Now every time I turn around, some crazy Jap's trying to gut me. I remember asking the recruitment officer, "What's the deal with you guys?" I swear to God, he looked right through me and he said, "Deal? We're Marines, son, and we deal in lead." Next thing I knew, I was on a train for San Diego. Soldiering for the Corps. Boot camp.
Shine, ladies! Beauty sleeps over! Front and center! Do you understand me? In the beginning was God. All else was darkness. So God created the heavens and the earth. He divided the earth between land and sea, and these he filled with many assorted creatures. The dark, slimy creatures of the oceans God called sailors, and he dressed them accordingly. The flighty creatures of the air he called airmen, and these he clothed in uniforms which were ruffled and foul. The lower creatures of the land God called soldiers, and he gave them trousers too short, covers too long, and pockets to warm their hands. And on the seventh day, as you know, God rested. And on the eighth day, at 0500 hours, God looked down upon the earth and was not happy. God was not happy! So he thought about his labors, and in his infinite wisdom, God created a divine creature, and this he called a Marine. And these Marines, whom God created in his own image, were to be of the air, the land, and the sea. And these he gave practical, fighting uniforms, so that they could wage war against the forces of Satan and evil. And he gave them evening and dress uniforms, so they might score with the ladies on Saturday night and impress the hell out of everybody. And at the end of the eighth day, God looked down upon the earth and saw that it was good. But was God happy? No! Because in the course of his labors, he had forgotten one thing. He did not have a Marine uniform, but he thought about it and satisfied himself in knowing that, well, not everybody can be a Marine. This puts me one step above God, because I am a Marine. You remember that, and we'll get along just fine. Now you maggots have exactly 3 minutes until I expect you standing at attention outside. Fall out!
Whew, he scares me, Frank. I think maybe he is God.
Well, Jimmy, just keep your head down and do what he says, and we won't have to find out. Willie, you coming?
Oh, yeah, Frank. Oh, hey, Tommy, right? Tommy Conlon? My name's Willie Gaines. This here's Frank Minoso and Jimmy Sullivan. Where are you from, Tommy?
Oregon. You?
Guys, let's head out. We don't want to piss off God, do we?
Today is the day we separate the men from the girls. You little pukes will learn the basic necessities for survival, and then maybe, I said maybe, you will become a part of the United States Marine Corps. Are you ready?
Aye, Sergeant!
Now, Baker Squad, you are to sit tight and wait for your babysitter to show up. I am not him. Able Squad, I want to see you ladies hightail it over to my obstacle course on the double. Move out! I want to see nothing but asses and elbows, ladies!
Let's make them proud, boys. Stick together.
You got it, Frank. Come on, Jimmy. Tommy?
When out in the field, you are going to come across many barriers that you will need to navigate over, under, and through. This course will teach you the Marines' way of doing just that. If you think you have a better way, you can leave now and go show your mother. You are government property, so you better do it my way, and you better like it.
Come on, boys. We can do this better than that group. Let's show them what we got.
Forward, double time.
Sergeant! I'm sorry,
You will not apologize. You will continue to destroy the enemy any way you can. What are you turd balls looking at? If the rest of you had... Aim at the target in front of you. If you hit one, and I mean the bullseye, wait for it to be replaced with a new one. If you move, it will not be very accurate, so keep those boots planted. If you kneel down, you will be more accurate. And getting down in the dirt is even better, so try all three positions. Ready on the right, ready on the left. Stand by, targets. Fire! Weapons are fully automatic. Now that does not mean that you should just spray and pray. Take your time to aim and fire the weapon in short bursts only. You'll see behind me that we have some beat-up jalopies. Today, we're gonna blast the living hell out of them. Private Conlon here is gonna get things started. Private, get your sorry tail down there and plant that charge on one of those cars. That thing is live, so watch yourself. Now get your butt back up here, Private! Good work, Private Conlon. You may just yet make PFC. All right, men. That's enough for today. Good work out there. But oh my God, Gaines! You've just been shot! Hit the deck! I said hit the deck! Now, there's two things to do if and when you are hit by an enemy in combat. Number one, apply pressure to the wound.
For more than 2 centuries, the United States Marine Corps has fought for freedom. But their infamy, their legend, was forged during the hell of World War II. Triumph cannot exist without hardship, and the price of victory is paid in the blood of men. Faith, courage, and sacrifice paved their road, and that long journey began in the early hours of December 7th, 1941.
So, this is your first time in Hawaii, huh? Well, you can't beat the scenery. Looking good, Mary.
Hi, Bobby.
You could pick a worse place to spend your time, let me tell you. Chief McAfee escorting Private Thomas Conlon.
Yes, sir. Private Conlon. You're clear to proceed. Welcome to Pearl.
That's the officer's quarters back there, but you and I work for a living, so that's probably the last time you'll see the place. Anyway, that big building up there is Paquette Hall, enlisted quarters. Hell, those guys even have a swimming pool. Rough going, let me tell you. That's Admiral Kimmel's place, Sinkback headquarters. He can come across a little stiff, but he's on the level. Hell, I guess I wouldn't relax much either in his shoes. Chief of the Pacific and all. Or what's left of it anyway. They send a couple more Hitler's way every week now. Rest of the area is mostly the submarine base. Yeah, those bubbleheads kind of keep to themselves, you know? It's being cooped up like that all the time. Makes them a little crazy. That big one's the dive tower, where they practice rescue. But you get in trouble in a sub, there ain't much anybody can do. Fish Food City. Say, hey, Joe, Yankees call you up yet?
I think they're having a hard time finding me, Chief.
I got a PT skipper who's gonna give you a ride over. But you pulled a cherry assignment. Arizona just got an overhaul in 31. Yeah, she's a good ship. Look at these bums loafing off up here. Good thing the war's in the other ocean. Hope I'm not interrupting.
Absolutely not, sir. Just going over the latest specs with the men, sir.
You guys ready to get this foot slugger over to the AZ?
Sure thing, sir. What the hell?
Sheesh! Damn Army guys. Somebody's gonna catch hell for buzzing HQ like that. That ain't Army! Look at the meatballs on the wing! Down! Get to the north!